Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you a Trimline telephone. This is Terry's telephone from Texas, and it's in really good shape. And this is the initial checkout of this telephone, but it's a really good example of a Trimline telephone, and these are really well-made telephones, just made like tanks. These are great, and they've been around for a long time, and they continue to stay in service, and sometimes they need a little repair here or there, but basically they're just a really good telephone. And Terry's having a problem with this telephone. We'll kind of give you a little look at that. What happens over time is this little modular port, there's two of them here. There's one for the line, and this one is in good shape, it looks like. Or no, that's broke too. This one's also broke. Let me see if that'll hold the line cord in. Well, it still holds it in, but it is chipped a little bit, but I don't see that it's going to be a major problem. But if it is, we'll replace it. But I don't think at this time it's going to be a major problem. But on her handset cord, this modular port here is broke. And what we're going to do is pull this out. They get brittle over time. So you can see how this one's all busted up. And what we're going to do is we're going to be going through this telephone and kind of checking it out. Looks like something was repaired here at one time. But we're going to kind of check this telephone out. Well, this is all loose too. So that's going to have to be looked at. There's a reason why that's all loose. Oh, it looks like somebody might have tried to take that off to get to the telephone to work on it. Because actually there's supposed to be a screw into that through the bottom. So it has a couple of issues here. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and replace this and kind of put a screw in this, and just kind of go through the phone, maybe clean her hook switch. But this gives you a look at the inside of a Trimline of the base unit where the bell is located. And we want to make sure her bell's ringing properly too. So we're going to stop the video and get these parts together, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and so we've taken care of the modular port for the handset cord. We have our modular port secured in the telephone base now. And this one is a little heavier duty than the one that was in there to begin with originally, and it's also a little newer style. And so what happens is it's not going to be as brittle as the original equipment that was in here. This is a handset modular port, but it's not made of the same brittle material as the original one here. And as you can see, they're a little different color in gray. And these were very brittle. Now they'll all break if you put too much pressure, but these just break apart. As you can see, it just breaks real simple, and they fail a lot because they get some age on them, and they just get very brittle. Now, a couple of other things that I wanted to take care of. This is a kind of a perfect example of why I like to get these telephones before they've been kind of messed with. If you notice here on the base, the card and the plastic number card is missing. So now that's been parted from the phone, Maybe Terry has it, maybe they don't have it, I don't know. But see, now that's missing. And another thing, I know someone went into this telephone because this bell didn't quite look right to me. And they had this screw in the bell. And the little echo box for the bell, which is nothing more than a hollow box here, was all loose. And so what happens is this kind of helps with the ring sound of the bell and kind of gives it an echo and bounces the sound around like a feedback. But basically, that was in the wrong place. It was moving around, and so really what happened here is it needs to be put back in. So these are all things that now we have to repair on it when really all it was a modular port. So now we're finding ourselves kind of repairing things that somebody started taking apart. Well, this screw actually came out of this box, the feedback box, and so someone stuck it in the bell. Now, if you look at this screw and then you look at, I'm going to grab it here real quick, a bell box screw or the bell screw, they're two different kinds of screws. So this is not the right screw, and they tried to stick it in the bell and it didn't fit, and that caused the bell to be all cockeyed up here because it wouldn't really fit the hole where it's supposed to go into the bell. So now what we have to do is we have to straighten out this little echo box or feedback box that assists the bell kind of in its noise when it rings. We're going to go ahead and put the screw that belongs in it right back in where it belongs this time. And that'll hold that box sturdy. Before it was just bouncing around in there because they didn't put the right screw back in it. Well, they didn't have a screw in it at all. Get that into place. And so this is exactly kind of an ideal situation to show you. It's better that I get this stuff before it gets messed with, because then it's simpler to repair. I find myself all the time repairing things that has been taken apart by someone and then it not getting put back together again properly. Now we're going to use the proper screw for the bell. So we had to locate one of them because that's missing, and it's probably sitting in where somebody's drawer somewhere. So now we're going to get this back together again and get the bell remounted where it belongs. And now the bell will be pulled down into the proper position. Before it was all cockeyed up towards the board. So now we can get the bell back to normal. And I'll talk to Terry to see if they need a card and a plastic protective cover over that card in the base unit, because now the one that was in it is gone. So, and it didn't get put back with the phone when it got sent to me, so I don't know if they have it or not. If they don't have it, we probably will want to replace that. But I want to make sure everything's tight now. And now it's back to normal, so we can go ahead and plug it in and test it. We'll go ahead and plug it in, give you some dial tone. I'm going to go ahead and dial through the numbers, so if you watch the analyzer, you'll see the numbers rack off. I'm going to end in a 2. I'm also going to transmit into the handset, and if you watch the red light on the analyzer, that's an indication of 100% modulation. 123-456. 123-456. Hello, hello. Okay, so now what we can do is we can hold the hook switch. There's two hook switches on these trim lines. There's one in the handset, and then there's one on the base. We can hold this and ring the phone. Now that bell sounds much better because it's in its position and been tightened down, and so is its box. Give you some dial tone. Now what we want to do is we want to move the line over into a regular telephone line, and we'll make a couple of calls with this telephone. Give you some dial tone. We'll call, say, like a time and temp.
Good afternoon. Shop our entire location online anytime at Offenburg.com. Today is Friday, February 3rd. The time is 12:14. Current temperature 62 degrees. Now the weather forecast for the Belleville area.
Partly sunny today, then mostly cloudy, a chance of rain. In the afternoon, highs in the upper 50s, rain and a chance of thunderstorms this evening. Rain being heavy at times, lows in the 40s. Occasional rain and a chance of thunderstorms on Saturday, highs around 50.
Okay, so now what we can do is I'll call my number. And it'll be busy.
Thank you for calling Walmart.
See if they answer.
Thank you for calling Bevel Walmart. May I help you?
Yeah, how late are you guys open tonight?
24 hours.
Oh, that sounds good.
All right.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, bye now.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so we know this telephone is in working condition. And Terry will be able to use this telephone now. What we're going to do is move it back over into the analyzer. Give you some dial tone. We'll walk through the numbers one more time. End in a 2. Go ahead and ring the phone a couple times. Give you some dial tone. We'll dial a 2. We'll modulate, transmit into the handset again. 123-456. 123-456. Hello, hello. So we know that this telephone is repaired now, and we can start putting it all back together again and contact Terry to see if she has this card that goes in this base unit. It's a nice little trim line, and this telephone's going to be around for many years. They usually last a very, very long time. They're made very well, and you know, sometimes they need a little repair here or there, but this telephone could be around for a long time now that it's been repaired. And she probably won't have the same problem because this is a little different modular port that we put in here. It's a little stronger than these brittle ones that were original to this unit. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. This is Terry's telephone from Texas. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.